Hello, 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 hello. How are we all? Is everything okay with microphone and everything? Yep, that all looks okay. Have I got tons of crap around my mouth? My camera's there and I can see it there, but Anyway, I just had to finish my dinner in a hurry and just cram some chocolate down my mouth. If I want any more dessert, I've got some mini eggs, which appear to be undergoing something of a shortage as we get closer to Easter. Pretty much every supermarket I go into, apart from my local Sainsbury's, has run out, which should be more of a national emergency than it is, to be quite honest. Yes, I buggered up my scheduling a bit. I had to very quickly go to Sainsbury's, get myself something for dinner. I had a Sainsbury's Indian banquet for one. Apparently the word banquet means something different than it did when I was first introduced to it. Yeah. Year-round mini eggs. When I take over the world, that's going to be high on the list. That is going to be really high on the list. I haven't said my hellos. Hello to TBCN, to Licking, to Bernard Winkler, to Jet Jockey Josh. Good to have you back with us. To BRS, to Ivan Von Grimm, to Gus Gaming, to Gallifrey and Ren, to Scout. Anybody else? Ghosty, of course. Yes. Oh dear, we'll be having rationing again. Yeah. I fortunately managed to beat one aspect of rationing because I have, once again, been accruing far too many Easter eggs. Red Campfire Mighty, hello to you. Daniel Callahan, hello to you. So, let's go fly. Let's not go Mary Poppins on ourselves here. That is a destroyed vulture, yes. Oh, pardon me. Right. We got KSP2. What do you think of it? Yeah, the A-Team's the usual soundtrack of choice. Yeah, Mary Poppins doesn't really fit. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Not really in keeping. Put my teeth back in. Heterodony JJ, hello to you. So I want to take a quick look at a craft if I can find it. My laptop can't even run KSP2. Yeah. Sorty the Slavic boy, hello. Right, is it in here? I have a feeling I brought it into here. No, I did not. Where is the archive? Here it is. Whoa. Oh God, hang on. Right. XF, it was the... Is it in here? It wasn't just called the Gladius, it was called the XF1 Gladius. It is not in here! So let me see if I can find it in the archives. XF1 Gladius, there it is. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a craft into my spaceplane hangar folder. Right. My apologies for the delay. God, they never open simply like they used to. And we'll go for a pair of purple ones. Oh. Burner Winkler just came. What did I miss? Well, I didn't know the streams made you that excited, but you know, each to their own. Ah. Oh, they're good. Is it just me and my little OCD-ishness that likes to eat them in pairs of the same colour? Am I revealing more than I should here? Got a pair of if you've got a pair of purple ones, you should probably seek medical attention. So this was the Finder Subscriber Season 3 Challenge Champion. It was beaten in the knockout phase by one or other of Legged Lax Slapters. I haven't told this thing that I'm streaming. My wife's been out today, so my entire schedule has just fallen apart. Right, and one of the reasons this worked so well is because the radar cross-section was absolutely tiny. Worst 3 aspect ratios. Oh my god, there's a lot of these. This has changed. So essentially, I think the way it still works is that it selects the 3 orthogonal aspect ratios and takes something at an average of the 3 of them. We might get into some experiments to see if that is the case. If that's still the case. But this was a stealth design. This was one of the earliest successful stealth designs I saw in KSP. It was helped by the fact it's got the 2 ECM jammers, but that's not all it's got going on. I see like 60 radar options. Yeah. So, yeah. Don't know. Splashed landed. What does... Range evaluation not accounting for ECM countermeasures. Lock tracked at 14 kilometers and closer. Let's bring up something else. radar cross section. Well, good luck. Has stealth sort of changed in recent versions of BD Armory, or is it still the same? Is it still the same gist? Cyclone, I need... Let's just get... Standard Cyclone F2. Stealth changed like 2 years ago. Damn it, why am I always last to the party? How does it basically work now? Yeah, 30 kilometers, 29 and closer. I can send a craft with a much lower RCS like 3.0. Worst 3 aspects. Those are kind of the same. I see. I see. BRS, what when did you send it to me? What username did you send it under? Was it DM or email? I have an ion engine powered fighter. So this obviously has Smith, think F-117. Right. Email. The Pocket Death. I like the name. Let's take a look at that. So of course one of the ways to reduce cross-section is just to make the craft smaller. In other words, think loads of triangles. Right. The F-117 is a pretty nice craft. Just the look of it is so iconic. We don't have the computing power to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. It's a weird respirator. Yeah, I think most of this probably comes from the tiny thing. Lock tracked at 5 kilometers and closer. Let's do a bit of an experiment then. Let's do a bit of an experiment. It's the funny thing when you actually look into radar cross sections, is that aircraft are already pretty stealthy. I mean, there are plenty of things which are much less stealthy than an aircraft. Pretty much any road vehicle has a. I mean, you can get you get a JCB and stick that next to a 747. It's like JCB 747. But the radar cross section of the JCB is much bigger. So as I said, they are. Let's just do some simple experiments. So I just sort of like start rotating that wing downwards. And don't forget the middle one. Uh, 34.15, 29. 34.15 and 29. $34.74. Okay, so that's upped it a little bit. Anyway, the lessons I wanted to take... Don't save. Excuse me. Kind of the lesson I wanted to take from the Gladius was it made good use of the cross-section it had. If it'll ever let me load the sodding thing. Where was it? XF1 Gladius. Because if you look at it, the way it used to happen is it was just your cross sections. It was just the orthogonal cross sections. So the fuselage, just the this engine pre-cooler and the fuel tank, the radome and the engine are just going to add stuff to your cross section anyway. What this tried to do was utilize as much of that as was possible. So looking from the side, this stuff doesn't actually add much to this cross section. Everything's sort of along along planes parallel to its longitudinal axis, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So again, that minimises that. I mean, there's some rudders, but that's sort of all tucked in a bit. That is the only aspect where it's kind of gets a bit huge, but then there's a lot of stuff that's doubled up. This is slanted in. This takes place over an area that would be part of the cross-section anyway. Same with these canards. I mean, I did change the rules pretty heftily after Season 3, and this was one of the reasons why, but it's still pretty good. Nerdiest of Nerds, hello! As few rounded surfaces showing as possible. So I was thinking maybe something a little bit inspired by this, but obviously if stealth has changed, then we will need to keep abreast of that. Pods. Oh my god, I got so many of these sodding things now. How is that lighter than the Acer mod parts? So there's a little bit of overpoweredness. Okay. So let's just start with a standard cockpit. 3 kilometers or closer, 3.85. With RC base radar. Okay. Justin Ryder, hello. Big boy, hello. I don't think I said hello to you. Did I say hello to Legaxid Kells? I don't think I said hello to you. Oh my god, I'm not keeping up to date. So traditionally, what I'd do at this point is I'd grab a radome, 6.52, 3.85. Thing is, again, curved surfaces aren't that bad when it comes to radar cross-section areas. If you have perfectly round stuff, that can be problematic. What are we going to do? I think one of the things I'm going to try is, as far as possible, I kind of have an idea. And I don't know how good it is. Let us go to the fuel tanks. Couple of the old Mark 1 liquid fuel fuselages. Is that going to be long enough? Then let's go for I streamed it there anyways. How are you doing? DQ&Q, hello to you. Ion Pandelia, hello. S to us. Engines, we're already at the engines. Is that going to be long enough? I mean, to be quite honest, we want to cut down the size as much as possible. Still 3 kilometers lock and track. We'll stick we'll try to stick some other stuff on here. Right. I'm trying to hatch a plan. If I was going to do it with the more traditional radar reduction, just to go as stealthy as possible, what I probably have done is go for a biplane design, and I think I'm going to do something similar here. Maybe just delta wing it. I am going to make it a bit longer. I know size is kind of the key here, but let's just make something reasonably conventional. Not that conventional, given that I'm already biplaning it, but actually, was that the one I wanted? Possibly, possibly not. Oh, damn it. Thank you. Let's just get something down and then start to tinker. Do we want to just completely do like a biplane rip-off of the F-35? It's unreasonable. There's Nyan Cat in the thing. Like, yes, I also saw Nyan Cat in the loading screen, which I only just realised would probably be some sort of April Fool's thing. Right, what are we up to with our cross section? 15.08. But what, dear viewers, what happens if I start to that doesn't look too great. We can sort the aesthetics out later. It's 13.2, still like 14 kilometers and closer. I'm going to want to make that look a little bit better. Oh, come on. Is that on a different thing to the rest of them? That's better. Okay. Made me go back and watch the original video. Such an uncanny piece of history. He's doing the thing! Not sure now is the best time. There is a shadow where the wings are. Yeah, I'd notice we go into the RCS and that has done that is some spectacular. That's not what I meant to say and could get me into a lot of trouble. Yeah, that's pretty good. Razor engine colours. Yeah. God, there's so much little attention to detail in the stealth on craft like the F-35. It's just mind-boggling. Right down to sort of like fading the colours of the paint on certain bits, so you've got a gradient on some of the paint on certain parts of the wings. It's like, that is absolutely nuts that it's just that it is that involved. Okay, now I was going to go for something a bit different with the tail plane, but given we've, yeah, as you said, with the with what that's done to the cross section there. What did I change? I changed something in the cross section. I think I might almost just try to repeat the trick. We're going to need some sort of control surfaces. Is this what the? That's not what I meant to grab. Big SLF on 5. No. Maybe just have matching top and bottom. Or do we want to do something like that? Maybe... Is that going to bug me a little bit? That is going to bug me a little bit. Sorry, I've just had an idea. My brain's trying to evaluate how mental it is. Yeah. I'm just going to try something out. Let's leave those on there for the moment. I'm just going to try something out. One of you, and then one of you. Interestingly, one of the tricks with stealth is to keep... that part F does not look very good. Was that the open cockpit version I used? Or was that this version? Both of which are absolutely identical. No, that looks slightly less. That looks slightly weirder. Don't worry, folks, there is method to the madness. Or madness to the method. As I often say, there's some madness and some method, and I wouldn't look too closely into what was what. Just going to do a little bit of this. Okay. Slot you in there. Shortle. Okay. Now, tailplane. I think what's happening with our centre of mass and centre of lift at the moment? Centre of mass very much centre of lift's in front of the centre of mass. Okay, we've got a little bit of room to play with. I am going to go for another one of these things. I think we'll almost do like a continuous wing. So yeah, this will be the tail plane. And what then? What then? Do we have like a teensy tiny little wing like that? Anyway, let's get back to that. Hello, Black Cat. UTGO fan. Hello. Oh, you tend to start with the madness, and work backwards from there. Softens to the edges. Atom, hello to you. Oh god, a whole load of them. There's a notice in the Discord about the mods I use. So what do we do here? I just want to take a look at something. Oh, I've gone past them, haven't I? Basic control surfaces. Okay. So I'm going to want something like that there. And then like that there. And then do similarly on the lower wing. Okay. And I think we'll sort of continue that back. That's not going to help to drag this about a bit, but it should be fine. In fact, probably just slide that into place like that. Now this structural wing E, what's so special about that? That is the one I was using earlier. Okay. Design work in stealth when I'm not entirely sure. That's what we're about to find out. This whole thing could be a completely futile exercise, but we are going to see. We're at least going to find out. Right. Once again, copy that top and bottom. Sad baby noises in the background. Oh. May have to go see if he's all right. How are we doing? That's coming down. That's coming down the more stuff I add. That's just weird. We'll need some sort of control surface for the rear of the craft. Which one's the small one of these? Ah. Do we go for these ones? Have the upper elephant's handle roll, the lower handle pitch. Hydra is inside the wings. Will it work? Not a clue. Well, we're nearly finished with all the basics we need just to like get it out and see if it'll actually fly. So I think we'll need to start sticking some sort of landing gear on there, and the same at the back. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Where shall I stick you? Move them up inside a little bit. It's not the widest wheelbase, but should do us, and we're going to want to when does that come down? Okay. May have to pull these back a little bit. Yeah, not you. Ugh. Oh, for God's sake! And that undid the tweaks. I'm talking quietly because, as you may have been able to hear, there was a slightly upset young man coming from the other room. So, just gonna talk quietly for a second. In fact, that's going to have more weight on it, so I can probably... No, we'll just leave it like that. Area intakes. No air intakes at the moment. Probably have those sort of just inside. How are we doing at the moment? 16.05. That's with the landing gear, isn't it? $13.1. It's come down. It has come down quite a bit. Now, as for the question of what we're going to do about your stability, so let me just take a look at something. that comes up quite high. The Type G connector. I mean, that hasn't... So that's 13.58 at the moment. Let's take those off. 13.17. Okay, those were not doing us any good. 13.31. Yeah, not doing us much good at all. Let's try folding rudders on hinges. It didn't work. So the main wings, so that we won't see them from the side. Your is a thing, yeah. Maybe. So it's not quite at a 45 degree angle. Oh my god, no, that's actually about the same. 3.17. 3.17. How about we give it another little tick of that? 12.19. Okay. It might be a good idea to follow that forward a bit. And basically do that as far forward as the wings come. I'm just leaving a bit of a gap there for reasons that should become apparent in a moment. So then we can get this, move it backwards. Get another one, stick you there, get another one, stick you there. Why is that stuck out slightly? Why are all the others like perfectly lined up but not? Let's make this look nice. Why is that one gone janky? grab another one of those. It just has. Apparently it just has. Ugh. Well, we'll carry on our best regardless. Slide you into place there. So what's going on here? Why isn't that aligned? It just needs to come out a little bit. That'll do the trick, and that needs to be slid back. Oh, it's gone back up again. Why has that gone back up again? That's not at the same angle, is it? Okay. 13.52. No, that's even bigger than it was. So putting those rear ones in, that reduced the radar cross section. Putting these ones in increased it. God damn it. Okay, let's just try. Okay, you know that worked. $13.18. $12.74. Okay, it would appear those were not worthwhile additions. Why can't I grab those? Is that one's just embedded on the floor forevermore now? Why must you do this to me? Why must you do this to me? Okay, so we're going to want something for your control. I might tweak scale down a couple of pair of these. We don't have to go all the way down to that, do we? Can we get away with 60? I think we can get away with 60. These are going to want to be for your rear control surfaces. Going to be pitch. And these are both going to be roll. Okay. Where's that central lift gone? Oh. Central lift, center of lift well behind. We can work on that. We can work on that. We're going to need some air intakes. I'm already in the right place. Maybe just for the moment grab a couple of the adjustable ramp intakes and stick them on like that. The cheese stick intakes. Oh god, why is that still buried in there? Oh. Let's just see how this does to start with. Just generally as a craft. I think what I'm going to do... Well, I mean, it's not going to be doing roll, is it? Yeah, we'll leave everything as it is for the moment. So we're going to need a Kerbal. Oh my god, we're over an hour in. Just time for me to say Super Chat is enabled if you'd like to help support the channel that way, or if you'd like to help support the channel in any other way. There are links to the PayPal and the Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little Patreon Kerbal, like Adam Kerman down to Yosemite Kerman here, as well as your name at the end of the regular videos, access to the Patreon and your Discord. Some other stuff that I promise I will get round to eventually. That kind of thing. Start from the top, Adam Kerman. Did we start from the top last time? Let's start from the bottom. Bro just turned into Eminem. Oh, God. Oreo Doge, hello. Sorry, I didn't see you come in there. 14 likes, thank you very much, everybody. Very kind. I will quickly go and see how today's video has been doing. Today's video has been doing pretty well. Okay. Toggle mode. It's not. Oh, I've still got a full fuel load on there, haven't I? That's not going to help. Yep. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, 1,200 units of fuel. I am not going to need that. How's the roll control? It's not bad, actually. Roll's pretty good. Pitch is pretty good. Oh, there's the ground. Oh, okay. Let's see how well this can control and bring it in for landing. Just thrilled with this new toy for a moment there. Come on, across we come. Brakes could do with being a little... Mind you, there is a lot of mass on here, isn't there? Rear brakes to 100%, I think. Yep. Okay, that does it a lot better. Okay, let's start these retracted. So a radar cross section. Oh, not that one. That one. 12.84. Where's the standard? 13 kilometers. Can we bring it down? Can we avoid tracking at ranges close? We're going to have to start thinking about what we do with this area here. So I think, where are we? We start grabbing some more of these bits. Don't want the E, maybe the D. Because this will also help to bring the center of lift forward. If we just do something like, oh, I didn't do that both sides. So we just do something like that. That's probably going to need some adjustments generally. 12.02, 12.86, 12.84, 12.84. So both of them together down to 12.12. Shouldn't that one be a bit lower, actually? Let's lift this up a bit so I can see what I'm doing. No, that one should. Right. These aren't quite lining up, and that's really annoying. I might have to attach these both here and drag them forward. That will allow me to get a better look at what it is I'm actually doing. Yeah, that one starts from higher, I think. .27. Damn it. Actually, that might be better looking at it. Okay. Slide these forward. So that's almost acts as like a pair of 11.01. Oh god, we're getting close, aren't we? We are getting quite close to something really nice. That's down to if I can bring that down to 10, and then I can find somewhere legitimate to stick an ECM jammer on this thing, and I think we could be on to a winner. We still got to worry about the missiles and everything. So I just need something to sort of take this. Maybe. No, not you. Maybe you. Let me just think of how we're going to progress like forward from here. .56. Wait, I just nudged those down slightly, and suddenly it's a massive difference. Oh. Yeah, stealth has gotten a lot more complicated since I last looked into it with BD Armory. But I suppose it's a positive thing that no, actually, I want these further forward, don't I? Because these were initially too far back, so that I could bring those back in there like that. And then these come forward. Radar cross section 11.68. Oh. It's slowly getting there. And if we just tilt these in, oh no, not like that. Just start to tilt these in a bit. A bit. Come on, just want to get it. 10.01. Oh, it's getting smaller. It's getting so small now. I mean, the alternative is actually open this back up again and try to do something off the end there. Yeah, I can make this available in the Discord. That'll be absolutely fine. Living is just breathing with extra steps. Thought occurs, just as an experiment here, not that, so we are 10.01. Let's move these back so they cover the engine. 10.43. Do maybe what I was trying to do earlier. Get rid of those. Damn it! Okay. Actually, bring you out a little bit. .42. Just going to start doing random things like moving these forward. Oh, I've still got the 10.48. It's not liking that being in there. 10.43. It's not liking this either as an engine cover. So if we're going to drop that RCS down further, we need to move these back forward again. Where were they? They were about there. $9.99. Oh. Oh, I can probably tune this a little bit. 9.90. Oh, hello. $9.91. We're going back up again. Okay, but obviously, weirdly enough, there's clearly like an optimum point here. 9.85. that's as good as I've managed to get it, so I think we'll just leave that like that a second. See you later, Oridosh. So CT. Okay, fan. Good to see you. Good to see you. Another experiment. So at the moment it's 9.85. $9.92. Back to 9.86. Ah, what have I done? Can I carry that back? So I just try to carry this back until there. $9.83. Okay, that's doing something. Center of lift is now well in front of the center of mass. Oh god. I suppose I can expand these out a little bit. That's not going to do too much because it almost likes having the extra area there. Just a second. 9.85. Just going to try something else. 10.44. Really does not like that. Okay. What if I do something else to this bit at the front? Is there any way I can sort of like try to close that off? Or just use it? 10.80, yeah, it's not liking that. It's not liking that at all. Undo all of that. Undo all of that. So planes always want to roll. Look, we got 20 likes. Nice. Station Helen T5. Why did jet engines not work on the moon? Atmosphere. I mean, there's a little bit of a gap there. That's going to start proving problematic. Or possibly not. Let's drain the fuel tanks and see what that does to things. Right. Center of lift very much in front of center of mass. Can I start bringing this whole thing back? There probably is a bit of room to. Oh, damn it, not like that. Why do I keep clicking on the wrong thing? Why do I always click on the wrong thing? So, RCS is back to 9.83, lock track at 12 kilometers and closer. Where is it lit up at the moment? It's lit up towards the back. There's a little bit at the front, but it's this bit here, right towards the back. Maybe we abandon the previous approach and just take these backwards. I mean, I was about to say, you know, we're already getting to the territory where I wouldn't allow this thing for invite a subscriber, but I think yeah, I think we're I think we can just write this off as like just an experiment in the whole thing. And these will be, we can scale these up actually, can't we? We can scale these back up. And then another one of you down there. Are these still just on roll? Okay. What's that done? 9.10. Yeah, that was the right move. What's that done to our center of lift versus center of mass? That's not had the right effect. Okay. One of the brightest things everywhere is this little seam across the end. We can see it on that section there. Also the engine is looking a little bit, you know. Can we drag this back to cover the engine? .36, okay. What was it before? Someone make a note of this. Someone make a note of this number. Someone make a note of this number, please. 9.10. Hello, Ben. Pontus Bengtsson, hello as well. And it's we're an hour and a half in, so just time to say, Super Chat is enabled if you'd like to help support the channel that way, or if you'd like to help support the channel in any other way. There are links to the PayPal and the Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little Patreon Kerbal for use in these videos, as well as access to the Patreon and your Discord, you name it, at the end of the regular videos, that kind of thing. Some other stuff, the other stuff. Oh god, the other stuff. How's that looking now? 9.01. Oh, it's getting lower. It's getting lower. So this, just the length of the craft, is obviously helping. We're going to need to sort out that though, aren't we? So we're just going to have to slide everything backwards. And it's barely having any effect because a lot of the lift is currently tied up in this little thing down the middle. And we could give it a go and see how well it performs. Right. Final adjustments on all this stuff might have to wait. Okay, it's getting closer. It has gotten a little bit better. Question is, what's that done to our radar cross section? That's taken that back up. Arse! So I either have to lose mass towards the end or lose wings towards the front. Oh, bugger. Didn't mean to do that. Oh god, now that's going to be there forever, isn't it? Well, I mean, until next. But of course, if I do something like that, that's not going to help. $11.66. Wow. That really is not going to help. No, I think we need to go back. I think we just need to look at where all the bright stuff on the radar is and try and sort that out. Right. Oh, for God's sake, not you. Where did that come from? Oh, that was just one of the ones that I had up there. Let's get rid of you. Cockpit's a bit bright. Top and bottom of this is a bit bright. That seam down the middle. So there's a little bit of the seam there on the wings. Can I notch that down a little bit? Let's just say I bring them both in like that. And it's disappeared. 8.73. 11 kilometers. Oh my god, that's getting so close now. I said if I can bring this down to 10 kilometers, that's kind of getting in the way. So Just fold up this seam a little bit. Oh. .64. What was it before? I don't know. Let's just carry on doing the same thing. 8.64. .62. Yeah, this is kind of hidden behind the wings, so this isn't going to do a lot here. This bit on the other, oh no, missed that bit. .75. Has that gone back up? I am more than willing to take suggestions for the craft name. Let's start bringing these down so this is a little bit more in line. Hang on, 9.12. Really? Oh damn it, that I did that wrong. .03. I don't see how that could have had a negative effect though. .03. .21. I think that's the lowest yet, isn't it? Still kind of very bright with this seam here. Let's tuck this landing gear away a little bit more. .14. Oh god, this is getting so close. My only issue is kilometers. I said I wanted to get that down to 10, didn't I? Okay, this is going to be a bit of a pain. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. Bring this. Yeah, as I was saying earlier to someone, yeah, this is no longer even remotely finder subscriber legal. I think we've gone past that point. 8.79. That's worse than it was, isn't it? Is that worse than it was? The Impulse, hello! Logic has left the blueprint. .28. Maybe strakes and panels joining the two wing segments into one would help. Sorry, I'm just going. KSP's is that where it was before? 8.14. Getting so close. Still this seam. Still the front of this radome. I suppose if we don't mind making it a little bit uglier, there's always the slightly squatter radome. $7.10. Oh hell yes, we are going with the squatter radome. Radome? And then if we do that, $6.99. Now that's going to be. Let's bring you back out one. I mean, it doesn't look that good. But my God, we're kind of getting results from it. $6.88. Do I want to close off the front? Okay, let's see what closing off the front would do. You know, apart from shifting the centre of lift even further forward. Right. Centre of lift is no longer sure what's happening. Don't entirely blame it. What the hell happened there? Oh, I let go of the shift key, didn't I? I didn't like it because it was well too far forward. Okay. Yeah, oh God, that's far too big. Hang on, 6.85. So doing something to close off the front will probably be a good idea. Wing connector type H. I would like to see what that would do to our 8 point. Yeah, that immediately jumps it up quite a lot. Right, move you a fair amount forward. Just line this up. Why won't you let me? There we go. Oh, for God's sake, I was losing. I was adjusting the wrong arrow. How are we doing? 10 minutes to go. Still grab that little front piece, drag it forward. .8 out. That's almost slightly raised the. That's just. Wait, what was that like before I did that? 6.88. Damn it. One thing that has been happening during this build, though, is you do it one side and it gets worse. You repeat it the other side and it gets better. Okay, very quickly see if we can get a panel. To do the same thing on the underside. No. Yeah, I think we'll need to utilize the utilize these for something else. 6.88. Where are the hotspots now? The main one is the cockpit. I'm not sure there's much we can do about that. Wait, lock track at 10 kilometers. A second ago that was down to 9, and that was with a... I swear that's down, that... What is the standard radome? 63, 63. Okay, it is 9 kilometers and closer. 6.88. Are we going to get better than that? I mean, there's no way I'm going to be able to fly this thing just because of... Oh, I think just to... I just think almost for the giggle, I should just go see how successfully I can actually fly this thing. Because I don't think it's going to be very much. I can see something I can do. Well, something, not something that's going to fix it, something that might minimize the damage. Yeah. I think I liked your suggestion, Ren, the screech. Just name it after an incredibly loud noise. What's the time? 5 minutes until the end. I don't think we're going to get a working combat stealth craft come the end of this. 20 likes. Thank you very much, everybody. Why is physics range extender? Something, I think I must have clicked something in the hangar. Oh, and I haven't done like just simple things like the toggle mode on that, have I yet? Right. Wait, have I got any fuel in this thing? I've got a full load of fuel in this apparently. Okay. That didn't do too badly. Wait, this thing's actually stable. This thing is actually perfectly stable. Yeah. BD Armory can sometimes do that, where you have some things that are like angled weirdly, and it'll say your centre of lift is in front of your centre of mass, but it's not actually. Oh, almost a little bit of super manoeuvrability there. In fact, I could say it could almost do with being a little bit, because me extending these wings back increase the radar cross section. Can I put them back forward? Saved by the bell. I do just want to say to my patrons a huge thank you for one thing, because I've been using this mouse that I will just scrape the worst of the grime off of, so you don't have to witness that. Bear with me a second. I am de-skanking the thing I'm trying to show you. Oh god, this is gonna need like a pressure washer on it or something. Yes, I have my old mouse, like a £10 mouse. I've been buying loads of, just sort of buy one of those, and then when it breaks, buy another one. Then when it breaks, buy another one, and they were a bit hit and miss. Okay. So what happens? 10 point. Oh, that's because I've got the landing gear down, isn't it? .88. So what happens if I drag this back forward a little bit? Let's say I'm just going to drag this forward until it touches that little line there, the line dividing the cockpit and the fuel tank. Where was I going with that? Yes, but after all of that I decided it would be time to shell out on a decent mouse, because also it's also a pain in the ass with editing, because editing, I just couldn't get, it wouldn't go down to an accuracy of like 1 frame. I just have to be jumping around and move my mouse to a different position. So I decided I would get a reasonably decent mouse. I wouldn't go all out. I wouldn't go for the most ridiculous one I could find. But I would get something decent. Right. Oh no, that's even worse. I think that's the problem when you've got it so close. When you've got it like 6.88, which is pretty good, it's going to be pretty good. Lord Gavin, hello new streams. What is the process to submitting a craft? Is it too late in the season? Find a subscriber is not going on at the moment, but like next Saturday we've got one of our regular mailbag streams. Chuck me something for that and you can see your craft in action against a random other subscriber opponent. .98. Yeah, just going to push everything back, aren't we? And Stuart, hello. Still seems to have something going from whisper to roar. Fight is a boss paper. Fair enough. Yes. So what I have got. I was gonna go for. I was very tempted by the Corsair Dark Hero RGB. But apparently I like to sort of switch between palm grip and claw grip, and that apparently has a bit of the hump that means it's like palm grip only. But I got the G502 Lightspeed, which is the wireless equivalent of the Hero. So you know, the world's best-selling gaming mouse. I'm just going to stop there and check 707. That's 6.88 there. Oh. There's got to be something we can like tweak here to drive that down, because 6.88 I'm pretty happy with. I mean, that's not bad. And like 9 kilometers for locking and tracking. I'm pretty happy with that. 15-minute MiG. Oh god, which one was that? I can't remember now. Airplane Plus Wings has less RCS than the stock one because of their sharp edges. Ah, interesting. How many parts is this thing now? But 83. There's got to be something we can do here. I mean, if I really wanted to fiddle with it, I could get these to like slightly flatter and bring them in. But that really is going to be a pain in the backside. So yeah, this clearly isn't the case. You know, that is clearly fine. Stability wise. I get the feeling that I think we've done as much as we can really with this one. I don't think there's a huge amount else we can do. Oh yeah, I think we did look at that in one of the mailbags, didn't we? Yeah, but Lord Gabe and Garvin, whichever one it is, if you do want to chuck me something between now and next Saturday, we can have a look at it during the mailbag stream, and that will be all fine and dandy. I was about to say, I mean, this craft is already a little bit cheaty, but I mean, there's other little things we can maybe do. I don't know. First of all, let's sort out our fuel loadout. We've already done that one. Come in here. We've just got a single. Where's that? So that's about a third of the way back on that thing. So I think it's going to be, yeah, let's just put some stuff in the middle, in this middle fuel tank. I mean, 200 will be kind of overkill there, and that's the mass in vaguely the same place as well. But the reduction in mass should help the maneuverability. Okay, here's a big question. Here's a big question. Let's try and find what's the name of the ECM jammer? Because it's not just ECM jammer, it's the blah 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 in electronic countermeasure pod thingy. What's it? That's the one. If I were to just like, excuse me, this is impractically close to the ground now. If I was to just like slap one of these on the bottom, I'm assuming that's going to jump the cross section. Yeah, that jumps the cross section up ridiculously. We can be spotted from 3 kilometers further away because of that. Oh, that is ridiculous. But 9 kilometers for lock and track, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And I'm looking at this and thinking I could have made, because I made this is the 3 fuel tank version. I probably could have made something along the lines of a 2 fuel tank version, and that would have been fine. What's the time? 7 minutes past. Do we want to give that a try quickly? Let's try very quickly. See if we can do our did I mean to take these these? Yes. take those bits off. And we just basically remove a section of this. Yeah, those are... oh. Screw it, we'll just take the whole thing off. And then we'll sort it out later. Oh god, that... I didn't have symmetry on, did I? Okay. You up there. You down there. Okay. Now hopefully this will allow us to get even more ridiculously low. RCS. I think that's about as good as we're going to be able to do there. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, that looks about as good as we're going to be able to do it. 6.38. Nine kilometers still. That is still a fairly hefty reduction. Oh, I did mean to go and replace that, didn't I? I didn't just want to get rid of that. So what did we have there before? That wasn't. I think what I want to put there now is this. Okay, good stuff. It's doing that stupid thing where it doesn't go both sides. Ugh. Why must you do this to me? Right. Okay. a much more compact 6.21. Oh, so it's 6.88, 9 kilometers, 6.21. It's got to be getting like closer and closer to. And the cockpit's a lot less brighter on these cross sections than it was. No, it is 8 kilometers. Oh, only for some. Oh, for the big radome it's 9 kilometers, and for the inline and the Scott one it's 8 kilometers. 6.21. I don't think that's bad. Didn't need that bit invoked by the engineers. The vertical, let the plane have a goatee. Okay, it's quarter past. It's quarter past. We've run over a bit, but I don't think that's bad. I mean, 6.2. I'll need to like. We haven't armed this. I've just been spent so long just pissing about trying to get the cross section down as much as possible. If you look at this, actually, there is a little bit just on the inside of these. It's not too bad. Again, there's a lot just on the ends of these things. But I think we could just spend all day chasing that kind of thing. Right. So back in. Where is our centre of mass now? In terms of the fuel tanks. It's still pretty much slap bang over that. That comes forward a bit. Maybe if we stick like another like 40 in here. That's probably about right. Let's go give this one last flight. I think we'll need to call this a day. Yeah. Traction control override. So this is the small version of the Screech, which will probably become the main version of the Screech. But yeah. Okay. Actually, talking my mouse, why is it doing that thing? It's not. It should be on a different thing. What are you doing? It's doing weird. It's doing the RGB thing rather than what I'm telling it to. Never mind. Okay. My mouse, that is. Oh. That's going to annoy me. Just going to make one last adjustment before we take this on its final flight. Right. Switch mode. We could set that to brakes. That would be pretty good as air brakes. Or have this one down and use it as flat. I don't know. Maybe we'll just ignore that for the second though. Who's our next? Who's our next? We'll only have used like 2 patron Kerbals this stream. I don't think 6.2 whatever it was is bad for a craft this size. I think that's pretty good. Especially now we've like taken the excess fuel out. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh my god, that's pretty good. And invisible to about 8-9 kilometers. I could really... Oh my god, there's actually... Oh my god, that was close. For a single engine craft... Oh! Ah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. There's a little test for just how controllable these things are, though. Let's bring you around. Okay, I don't know what to do with this now. Do I just carry this on with the next builds live stream? We just try seeing if we can. We just try seeing if we can like improve this further. That's pretty good. The thing is, Kerbin is so curved. Oops. Okay, yeah, this controls really well. Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's do the test again. Oh, look at that. I just grazed it. What have I lost? The lower tail section. Why is that a bit stuck to me? Thank you. Okay, it's no longer quite as lively in pitch. Ah. Still handles pretty well even with half its tail plane missing. Half the elevator's missing. Hang on. No. Not even an impressive explosion, just the cockpit just disappears in a cloud of dust. Ah, beautiful. Someone looks happier than the someone looks happier than Yosemite was in the prototype. I mean, it wouldn't be fighter subscriber legal. There is that to say. So yeah, it's not like I've done something. God, those ordnance bays are huge. Probably that would be not there. Toggle deployment. What would happen if I did add a couple of these? What would happen to the what happened to the radar cross section then? Because that's going to be problematic. 9.09. Oh, it's, yeah, the landing gear is down, isn't it? 6.2 something, and then if we add the bay, 6.62. Ouch. Like, big ouch. 6.8. Not a huge change, but still not what I'd describe as ideal, and still with a bit of overlap there. So in order to get them as two separate ordnance bays, I'd need to do that. 7.03. Yeah. I mean, I suppose I could just hide some sidewinders between the wings. Or maybe that's a necessary evil. Does seem to be a bit of a pain in the backside, though. Any options for this? No, I can't get like a smaller sidewinder sized one. It's just the full shebang. What kind of missile can you actually get in that? Pack 3, too big. So yeah, yeah, you can get an arm missile in there. Oh, actually, no. Why is that off on such a tangent? Regular AMRAAM. Yeah, it's basically AMRAAM sized, isn't it? Why is that off on such a tangent there? Why are these both opposite? What the hell is going on here? That's kind of weird. And the thing's not quite lined up properly to fit an AMRAAM in it, but never mind. So maybe in another stream we'll take a look at this. Maybe in that stream we'll sort out armament and that sort of thing. But 6.21, 8/9 kilometers. He said tracked at 132 kilometers or closer. ASAR radars are not overpowered. Jonas radar, that's pretty good. 5 kilometers and closer. Large deflection. This radar does not have locking tracking capabilities. Super flanker radar, yeah. Okay, that will be all. See you later, Ren. Yeah, thank you so much for everybody for coming along. Thank you everybody for joining in with your suggestions. Basically teaching me, because this I didn't. Because obviously stealth in BD Armory has changed and I didn't know how it worked, but obviously this has been as much a learning experience for me as it has, I'm sure, for some of you. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Thanks so much for coming along, guys. Tuesday, what's Tuesday? I think Tuesday might be Fighter Clinic. Let me just check. Grand Theft Auto first players, yeah, it's Fighter Clinic this Tuesday. So if you have anything for me to look at, yeah, send it in. Anything you want me to have a look at and see if I can tune up a little bit. Yeah. And next Saturday will be a mailbag stream. So if you've got anything you want to see do battle with another subscriber's craft, then also send that in to me as well. I think this has been pretty successful. I will. I think we'll just call this I think this is now just the Screech. I'll put this on. I'll put this on the craft showcase section of the Discord after the stream's finished. Yes, and I'll see you Tuesday for Fighter Clinic and next Saturday for Mailbag. And some more BD Armory video or some other video. I might have something else planned actually. There'll be another KSP related video, hopefully on time this week, next week. Yeah, thank you everybody for coming along. Thank you for getting involved in the chat. Thank you everybody for the likes, that's fantastic. More stuff coming up soon. Until then though, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.